Right, muckers, today we're going to be looking at the Milwaukee M12 compact 3/8 impact gun. Right, why the M12 and why in 3/8? Basically, I wanted to have a smaller gun I could just use day in and day out. We've got the bigger impact guns both on air and by other manufacturers, and like everybody else, the same reason you're probably here, we wanted to see if this is the right gun for us. So you do your online stuff, go onto YouTube, watch all the channels, watch all the reviews. One of the best ones I saw on there was from DeVos Garage, and they looked at the whole range. And then I spoke to other Milwaukee users, people such as Cotton Top 3, you know, Tim. He's very knowledgeable on these. He uses these, as I said, day in and day out in the field, in the shop. And I spoke to another mate of mine, Darian, and he uses stuff like this, again, day in, day out. And what you can just see is, you know, you haven't got a big back end on it, so you can get it into tight spaces. Well, that's the plan. The plastic, the actual body of it, seems to be very, very well built. The reverse and forward switch over feels, you know, good quality. It's not all notchy and feels sort of just like it's going to come apart any minute. So yeah, you've got this 2 amp hour battery there at the moment, and that's the 6, so slightly bigger base to it, but still nice and compact. And the best thing about it is that I've had to buy this myself. Milwaukee hasn't given it to me, no dealer or shop owner's given it to me. It's mine, it's brand new. I've had to pay the full amount, so when I do a review, you're going to get it as I see it. If I think it's a piece of junk, I shall tell you. The other thing is, I'm not going to start doing a review, you know, brand new out of the box, then suddenly start driving in screws into pieces of wood, or, you know, doing up nuts and bolts. What I'm going to do after today, for the next few weeks, I'm going to just film it. We'll put this video together, so you'll see it day in and day out. If I like it, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the bits I like about it, I'll tell you the bits I don't like about it, and I'll tell you if it's really, really good and it does live up to this reputation that it has, or I'll tell you if it's a piece of junk. So it'll be just an honest review, but to be honest, I have got a lot of confidence in it, and I'm looking forward to using it. So there we are, a month down the line. We've used it on and off most days for various stuff. When I've had the time, I've filmed it when I've had the camera nearby, or it's, you know, been in the truck, to give you a bit of an idea of what we've been doing with it. Like I said, the reason we bought the compact 3/8 version, 2 reasons really. The first is that we wanted something we could use day in and day out, because the big 1/2 inch stuff we've got, it's all right, but after the end of the day, you know you've got it. The 3/8 obviously being a bit lighter, you know, is a big bonus on a long day. Do we think, you know, we've got it for, you know, busting wheel nuts off on loading shovels and tractors out in the field? No, certainly not. It's not why we bought it. That said, as you've seen on one of the clips, you bust the nuts off on one of the trucks with absolutely no problem. You know, I was really shocked at that. We just thought we'd just do it to see what it would do. Not an issue. As far as the power of this thing goes, you see a lot of people these days, you know, they'll use an impact wrench for undoing stuff on components when they're doing engines, and then they'll just turn it right up and hammer the hell out of it to, you know, do things back up. It's not what we bought this for, and certainly not what we do. So the nice thing about this, you can see on there, you got some settings, and all you do is you press that. So you've got 1, 2 and 3, and then you've got like the high torque setting. So the high torque for when you're busting stuff out to undo it, but then when you're reassembling stuff, you can crank that down, and like we usually put it on a 1 and just snug the nuts or bolts up, just snug them up, just they're there, and then we can actually do the final bit with a proper, you know, torque wrench. Just do the settings, and we just, you know, finish them off to the right torque settings. That way, you know, everything's even and done well. So that's really nice. That's a really good little thing on that. We like that. As I said, again, weight really good, nice balance. Batteries last really well. We've got the 6 amp hour one. That's got more of a sort of club design to it, but it's still within that frame size of this 3/8 impact wrench. The smaller one, the 2 amp hour, well, that's just absolutely in line. Again, they last really well. We have one charging most of the time, but this one just keeps going on and on. Now, when we went to look at getting something for the workshop, as I said, we wanted something that was lightweight and compact. As far as figures go, how much power, you know, on your bust out, you had the Milwaukee always came out on top. All right, so that's on paper. Then I started looking at the reviews online, on YouTube and stuff like that. Again, the Milwaukee seems to come out on top. So that's why we said, well, you know, we'll put our money where our mouth is, we'll buy one and see. As I said, I bought this. It wasn't, you know, from Milwaukee, it wasn't from some tool company that wants us to promote it. I bought it. So as I said at the beginning of the video, if it's a piece of junk, I'll tell you. So is it a piece of junk? No, it really isn't. We're really impressed with it, and does it meet my expectations? Truthfully, no. The reason I say that, because it exceeded my expectations. This thing does so much more than what we bought it for. It will do everything we want and so much more. So I didn't buy it to break off wheel nuts on the truck and that, but I just said it'll do it. We've proven that on the video. I just did it to see if it would, and it does. But that's not why we bought it. As I said, moving onwards, would we look at buying more Milwaukee stuff, maybe the medium torque or the high torque 1/2 inch? Yeah, I think I would. Going on this, I would. Is it worth the money? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, you do pay a bit more, but you know, you get what you pay for. Genuinely do with this. So yeah, really do like it, and as I said, it's how I see it. It's, you know, I'm not being pushed by anyone to say that. A lot of these things you do see out there, you kind of think, well, I think they're being told, you know, well, we'll give you some tools if you say that's a great bit of stuff. Well, as I said, I bought this is mine, and I do like it. I really do like it. So there we are, Muckers. As I said, I hope that's helped, you know, somebody that's sort of come and seen the video to see what my opinion of it is, because as I said, there's so many different opinions out there. They all seem to be leaning towards the Milwaukee, but you can never really tell if it's you know, an unbiased view or not. Well, as I said, this one is because, you know, I bought it, and I've got you know, no reason to say that it's great when it's not, because I wouldn't buy anything. I certainly wouldn't keep using it if it wasn't up to scratch, and I think that really is. It's a brilliant bit of kit. But we'll keep, you know, every now and again I'll let you know how I'm getting on with it. You'll see me using it and whatever. And I'd say I'd like to be thinking that we'd be looking to purchase some of the bigger items, the 1/2 inch 18 volt stuff in the near future. So there we are. As I said, I hope you enjoyed the vid. Something a little bit different, but you know, I do get asked a lot of times about what sort of tools we use and whatever. So there you go. One of them is that 12 volt compact Milwaukee impact wrench. Anyway, if you like the vid, don't forget to give it a like. You know, stick your thumb up, and it doesn't matter where you stick your thumb up. as long as you ask the owner's permission first. Do well.